Fine. We had been doing the chapter, this thing, deep water. We had already seen the summary of the chapter, deep water, and now we'll start the line by line explanation of this chapter. So I'm going to share my screen. Those who wish their camera to put their camera on, they can, and those who want to go off, they can even go that also. Fine. Now I'll start my screen. Before that, I want to mute you all because okay, now here we are. So this is the chapter, deep water, and we are going to begin with word by word explanation of this chapter. Fine, and I hope you will understand. Uh, Text. Now let us start the chapter. It had happened. William Douglas says that it had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. He actually says that this deep water thing, this whole story that I'm going to narrate now, is actually everything was everything happened when I was 10 years old. I had decided to learn to swim, and at that age, I just thought of what I decided that I am going to learn to swim. I wanted to learn swimming. There was a pool at YMCA. What is YMCA? Let me show you. So YMCA is Young Men's Christian Association. So means like here also people do have now your Durga Pujan Samiti kind of. So it is also kind of an association only, Samiti only. Its name was Young Men's Christian Association. It so he actually enrolled himself to learn swimming at YMCA in Yakima. Yakima is the name of place. Yakima is what? It is actually a place in Washington, USA. And with the same name, there is a river also, Yakima, that offered exactly the opportunity. And this place was offering the opportunity to learn swimming. The Yakima River was treacherous. Like people say that Ganga, if you go to Ganga, if you go to bathe in Ganga, then perhaps you'll come back or not. It's not actually known. So like that only Yakima is also a very treacherous river. It is believed to be very treacherous. People say that it's very dangerous to bathe in that river. Like Kosi is known as the soak of Bihar. So it's something like that only. Treacherous basically means what? Dangerous. The writer narrates his experience. He was 10 or here. What is he doing? He's narrating his experience that when he was 10 or 11-year old, at that time he joined YMCA pool for swimming, uh, and he did not go to Yakima River swim instead because it was considered very dangerous. So that is why he decided to learn swimming at YMCA. Mother continually warned against it. The narrator's mother, she used to continually warn him and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. And she always used to tell me that whenever somebody used to drown in that river Yakima, I was informed every time that this has happened because I was interested in learning swimming, and perhaps that is why uh, she wanted me to warn that I must not go to that river for swimming. Instead, I can join YMCA. But the YMCA pool was safe. Why? Because it was a pool and it was actually organized, and uh, it functioned in an organized manner. There was a trainer also. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep, and this place was actually 2 or 3 feet deep only at the shallow end, and wide it was 9 feet deep at the other end. So at the shallow end, it was 2 and 3 feet deep only, and the other end it was approximately 9 feet deep. So there was actually not much tension about this pool. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. There was another thing that I hated about swimming was that because if you have to go to swimming, you have to remove your clothes and you have to go naked into it. So he says that I hated about it, to show my skinny legs, and but I subdued my pride. Subdued means what? किसी चीज को दबा देना, किसी चीज को क्या कर देना, जो है जैसे क्या होता है, कभी कभी क्या मन कुछ कवर कर रहा है और फिर उसको हम मन को अपने मार के दबा के फिर उसको नहीं करते हैं उस काम को। तो सबड्यूड का मतलब भी वही है कि किसी तरीके से प्रेशराइज करके, कुछ प्रेशर करके, कुछ अपने अपने आप की भावनाओं से ही जो है समझ के उसको क्या करना, सबड्यू कर देना, दबा देना। बट आई सबड्यूड माई प्राइड एंड डिड इट। सो व्हाट ही डिड, ही सबड्यूड हिज प्राइड एंड ही removed his clothes and went into the water. Williams. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water, and he says that from the beginning only, he had an aversion to the water. That means he actually disliked it. Aversion means what? He disliked it. He did not wish to join, turn up into the water. So from the beginning only, he had an aversion to water. When I was in it, this started when I was 3 or 4 years, and this aversion, that means this disliking of water, this disliking of water thing started when he was 3 or 4 years old, and father took me to the beach in California. And his father did what? He actually took him to a beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. He means his father, and he both were standing in a surf. Surf means what? The that kind of instrument on which people do surfing. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. And instead of that, still when I was hanging on him, still what happened? The waves knocked me down. I was just brought down by the waves and swept over me. I was buried in water, and for some time, I felt myself drowning in water. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. Suddenly, I could not breathe. I was frightened, and that very first experience of water actually made me frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart. At that moment, my father was laughing, but he did laugh, but there was a terror in my heart, and from then only I started fearing of water, and at the overpowering force of the waves, because it was very overpowering, uh, something like this that you cannot overcome. So now, what happened? My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool received unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. And even this was the very first thing that when I visited the beach, and this was the very first experience with water. This was my first experience with water, and the second experience with water was at YMCA, and it was also very unpleasant. And that fear actually, when whatever happened at YMCA, that fear actually slowly crept into my heart, and now I was not able to come out of it. But in a little while, I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn and aping them. But when I joined YMCA, though there was fear in the beginning, but slowly I gathered some confidence. I tried to paddle with my new water wings. I got some water wings. Water wings are the devices that are used for learning to swim. Watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. By aping means what? Copying. So I used to watch other boys, how were they learning to swim, and I tried to copy them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days, and just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. I just did all these things for 2 or 3 times on different days, and I was just beginning to feel relaxed, because I felt like I can do it. Now I am able to do it, and then only this misadventure happened. That whole thing actually changed my life, and a great fear of water was crept into my heart. Now, let us see what happened. This misadventure. I went to a pool when no one else was there. So since he was actually feeling shy, he was a kind of boy who used to feel shy of. He did not wish to show his skin. So that is why he went to the pool when no one else was there. There was the place was very quiet. That means nothing was there and no one was there. No one was there to see it. The water was still, and even water was also still, and the tiled bottom was the white as clean as a bathtub. And when if you look at the pool, the tiled bottom was visible. It was as clean as a bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, but still he was very much timid about it. He was very much timid about going in alone. He was like very shy about it. He was very fearful about it going in into it alone. So I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. So that day he sat on the side of the pool. He was just waiting for others, that if some other people would come, then he would actually start. He would also join them in the swimming. I had not been there long when in came a big bruiser of a boy, and it was not actually long. I had just reached the place. I had just sat down only, and just a few moments after, there came a boy. He was very big, probably 18 years old. He was around 18 years old. Uh, Bruiser means what? A person who is tough and aggressive. So he was looking like very tough and he was aggressive and enjoys a fight or argument, means somebody who likes to fight and argue with people. So there came a boy of this nature only, and probably he was 18 years old. He had thick hair on his chest, and I could see that he was having thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. And if you see him, you'll find out that he was actually very much like a physical specimen. That means physical a specimen copy of something that uh, everything, like he was having rippling muscles. He was having like long legs and uh, strong muscles and all these things. So that is why he was actually like looking like a beautiful physical specimen. He had high skinny, and from uh, as soon as he reached there, since then only he actually had started teasing him. And the first thing that he did was he actually called him skinny. Means what? Somebody who is not having a good body, somebody who is actually a thin, uh, so who's having a thin appearance. How would you like to be dugged? And now he said to him, now would you like to be dug? Dug means what? Pushed or actually thrown into somewhere. So he said to him, how would you like to be dug? Now this is your turn today to be dug. Now I'm going to throw you in the water. So this much he has said only, and just he said, and after that he actually threw him into the water. He did not wait for anything. With that, he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. And he had said to me this much only, and with that only he had actually threw me into the deep end. I landed in a sitting position, and I landed on water in a sitting position, swallowed water, and as soon as I just dipped into it, I started swallowing it and went at once to the bottom. And very first, very fastly, I went to the bottom. I was frightened, and now this frightened me so much that now I was drowning, but not yet frightened out of my wits. But still, there was a little bit of courage. I knew, because for 2 or 3 days I had been practicing a lot about swimming. So after seeing everybody and after listening to every one of them, that what do they do for swimming. So I had actually collected some ideas that if you're going under it, then what you have to do. So with the for actually with that thing only, there came a little bit of courage also. On the way down, I planned. So I was planning, when I was going down to the bottom of the pool, when my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump. So he started planning in his mind. As soon as I'll actually touch the ground, I'll try to make a big jump and I'll come up over the surface and lie flat on it. I will lie flat on the surface and paddle to the edge of the pool, and I'll start paddling and I'll come to the edge of the pool. So this was the whole thing that was actually going on in his mind when he was going to the bottom of the pool. It seemed a long way down, but as I was planning, I felt like going to the bottom was like I was going on a long journey. Those 9 feet were like 90, and those 9 feet, that 9 feet journey seemed to be like a 90 feet journey. And before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. And before I reached to the bottom, I felt like my lungs were now ready to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength and made what I thought was great spring upwards. And as I had planned, that as soon as I will reach to the ground, I'll push with all my might, with all my strength, and I'll come to the surface and I'll start paddling. So this whole thing, whatever he's planned, he actually did the same thing. He summoned all his courage, he collected all his courage, and he actually made an upward jump. And I imagine I would pop to the surface like a cork. And imagine at that moment that he would suddenly just pop up like a cork comes out in the water. Instead, I came up slowly, but nothing sort of that happened. I could not just suddenly come up to the surface of water like a cork. Instead, I came slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water. And when I was coming up, I opened my eyes. I could not see anything else, but only thing that I could see in my surrounding was water. That means he could not actually not even reach up to the surface. Water that had a dirty yellow ting to it, and it was water that was actually having a dirty yellow ting to it. The water was a little bit yellowish. I grew panicky. Now I was like frightened. I was panicking. Panic means what? A great fear. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only at water. He tried to what? He was feeling like suddenly if there would come a rope or there would come something in my hand and I would catch it and I would save myself. So this whole thing was actually revolving in his mind. But nothing sort of was there since there was no rope and nothing was there, so he could not do it. I was suffocating. Now he was feeling suffocation also. I tried to yell, and in that water only, he tried to yell also, but no sound came out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water, and suddenly his eyes and nose came a little bit of out of water, but not my mouth. But mouth did not come. I failed at this. I flailed at the surface of water. Swallowed and choked, I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. A great force was pulling me under. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I had started on a long journey back to the bottom of the pool. So what he did, he actually, as soon as his nose and his eyes were out of the water, out of the surface of pool, he suddenly started his waving his hands, save me, something like that. Whatever he actually could do, and he tried to wave his hand, and after that uh, tried to bring his legs upward also, but he could not do so because he felt like the uh, his legs were paralyzed, and it had become so rigid that it could not even move. A great force was pulling me under, and then only he realized that something was actually pulling him down once again. I screamed. He started screaming, but only the water heard me. And no, there was nobody to hear me that I was screaming. The only thing that could hear me was water, and definitely it was not going to do anything. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. And once again, he was going back to the pool only, which was actually a very long journey. Though it was 9 feet only, but it appeared to be very long well while going down the water. I struck at the water as I went down. He tried to fight with water. He tried to he was striking with water, expending my strength as one in a nightmare, fights an irresistible foe, and it was something like he was going through a nightmare. Like in whenever you're having a dream, and in your dream, what happens? Nightmare is what is a fearful dream. So in your fearful dream, what you do, you try to save yourself, you try to scream, you try to run away, but you cannot do any of these things. So that is a nightmare, and something like this only was happening with him in the water also. I had lost all my breath, he had lost all his breath also, and my lungs ached. His lungs were now aching. My head throbbed, and there was a throbbing in his head. Like sometimes, you must be feeling like this when you're actually very tired. You feel like something is actually tucking in your mind. Uh, so I was getting dizzy, and suddenly he started feeling dizzy also. That means Now he was feeling like sleepy, but I remembered that strategy. But that whole thing was there in his mind. I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface. I would lie flat I would lie flat on the water, strike out with my arms, and thrash with my legs. Then I would go to the edge of the pool and be safe. So, whatever the strategy that he had actually got to know within all those 3 days when he was actually trying to practice to swim, with all those strategies, he was actually again planning back that as soon as I'll reach to the bottom of the water, I'll just collect all my strength. I'll I'll try to bounce back to the surface of water. I'll start paddling. I'll thrash my hands and legs, and I'll just move जो है, uh, start swimming, and I'll come to the edge of the water, and this way I'll be safe. So this whole thing again started to move, going to his like running in his mind. I went down endlessly. Now this time also he was going down. I opened my eyes. Nothing but water with a yellow glow, dark water that one could not see through. And then sheer star terror seized me, terror that knows no understanding. He again went to the bottom of the pool, opened his eyes, and he could not see anything else instead of water. There was water only. Everywhere, what he could see was actually water. It was yellow in color. It was glowing and it was dark water that one could not see through. Now it was something like that. I cannot see anything through the water. And then sheer stark terror. And then suddenly there was horrible terror that seized me, that captured me, terror that knows no understanding, a kind of terror. It was not trying to understand anything. It has actually just captured me. It was not even thinking that I was just a small child, and it has actually captured me in its arms. Terror that knows no control. It was a kind of terror that was actually out of control. Terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. Even there is I would say this was a terror that nobody else can actually understand until one has experienced it. I was shrieking underwater. He was actually now shrieking. He was screaming. He was shaking uh, in underwater. I was paralyzed underwater. I was feeling paralyzed. My hands and my legs were not moving. I was not able to do anything. Stiff, rigid with fear, and his whole body was now stiff. It has become rigid. It has become like a solid log. And now he was actually feeling a lot of fear when the screams in my throat were frozen, and when the screams that he was now is till now he was actually doing, now that has also frozen in his uh, uh, throat only. Now he could not even scream also. And the pounding in my head said that I was still asleep. But there was still the pounding in his hand. It was still thumping. It was still throbbing, and that something said to him that he was still alive. And then in the middle midst of the terror came a touch of reason. And then in that terror only there was something like that came to my mind. I must remember to jump. And when I hit the bottom, that whole thing that again came back to his mind, that as soon as I'll reach the bottom of the water, I'll jump again. I'll jump and I'll come out at the surface of water like a cork, and I'll start paddling. I'll start thrashing my hands and legs, and I'll move towards the edge of the pool. That whole thing again came back to his mind, and at last I felt the tiles under me. And at last, when he reached the bottom, he felt the tiles under his legs. My toes reached out as if to grab them. As soon as actually he was reaching to the tiles, he did not wait for the tiles. He did not wait to reach to the tiles. Instead, actually he tried to touch with his toes only. I jumped with everything I had, and once again, he actually made that jump that he would come out at the surface of water. So now we have only 5 minutes. Now let us come to discussion. Uh, Everybody just come alive. We'll have a discussion. Everybody put your camera on. Now let us come to discussion. I'll unmute you all. Now you can speak. Yes, Soumya Pandey. How are you? I think you're a new.
Fine, sir.
Are you
Yes, sir.
able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prince Raj Singh. Whatever is happening, are you able to understand? Prince. Prince.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Shivam Tiwari. How are you? Everybody just put your camera on. I don't want to say it again. Once I say it, you must put your camera on. Fine. And do not give me any excuses. Yes, Kirti. Have you understood everything? How is this story? Just tell me. Ritik?
So it is all about the one boy who not able to swim.
Yes, yes, you're right, Kirti. It is actually about a boy. And who's that boy? The narrator himself, William Douglas. His name is what? William Douglas.
William Douglas.
It's actually the whole story is autobiographical in nature. He has written it's his own biography, and in that he's actually explained about the incidents that had happened with him when he was very young. Everybody else, just put your camera on, please, because until unless you put your camera on, I cannot discuss with you. Fine. So do not let me ask you every time that once I have said it, just make it sure that you have put it on. Okay. Okay. Now Akash Kumar Yadav. Uh, have you understood everything? Akash.
Yes, sir. I able to understand.
Okay. So still the chapter is left, and I think we'll take 2-3 days to complete this chapter because this one is very long chapter. And if you feel any problem in between, I'll tell you another thing. While do you all have the book or not? Avnish?
No, sir.
Okay, you're not having book. You can download the PDF.
No,
Always
sir.
PDF. PDF is always available. Like if you are studying, I hope if you are studying online, then definitely you must be having laptop or mobile phone or anything else. So through that, what you can do, you can download the PDF copy of it, and you always develop the habit of reading also. Try to read this chapter once, twice, or thrice, at least 2-3 times you must read it, because reading will develop more sense to it. Like I have explained it, you know the story, but when you will read, you will try to see the words, you will try to see the formation of sentences, and you will try to actually see the way of writing also. So that is very important. And so I would suggest you all to do the reading also. What like up to where I have taught today, you can do the reading up to that only, and always make a list of good words. That is very important. So are you all making a list of good words or not? No, nobody is making list of good words. Hmm?
Making, sir. Add words.
Making. Then
New words.
keep on sending also. है ना? If you are making it, keep on sending also. Fine, beta. Uh, like I have made, and if wherever you find this one is very difficult, I do not understand, you can ask it to me also. Fine. Okay. The time is about to be up now. So thank you so much. Jai Hind everyone.
Thank you,
See you
sir.
all tomorrow.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind.
Bye, Jain.